Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one. So today we're going to talk about the World Cup. It's the men's World Cup time. I'm not that big of a football fan, football, soccer fan, but, everyone's talking about it. I have a lot of friends who are. It is what it is. So we're going to talk about the U.S. women's team today because apparently they're getting half the money that the men's team made, which is ridiculous. So they call this equal pay, and all it is, just like the rest of society, is the redistribution of wealth from men to women via the government or some governmental body. So it's the same as child support, it's the same as alimony. It's just money being taken from men and given to women who don't deserve it. So this article is called "The United States Women's National Team Earns More Money from Men's World Cup than its previous two women's tournaments," which means that if they're getting paid more, getting half the men's money, stealing it, than they won in their own tournaments. What a joke. So, the article says, the United States women's team earned more money from its male equivalent reaching the knockout stages of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar than it did from winning its own tournaments in 2015 and 2019. As a result of the equal pay agreement forged earlier this year, the men and women's teams split all World Cup earnings. So somehow they think that it's fair that the men give women half what they make because they make more, and then technically the women have to give the men half, but they make less. That's not fair. So, under the landmark agreement, U.S. Soccer is the first federation in the world to equalize FIFA World Cup prize money awarded to teams for participating in World Cups, and they'll be the first and the only, because Brazil, Argentina, Germany, they aren't playing this mess, guys. I guarantee no other team's going to follow suit. And of course, a U.S. soccer president who's a woman said, "This is a truly historic moment. These agreements change the world forever here in the United States and have had the potential to change the game all around the world. Yeah, by stealing money." The FIFA's website details the prize for the men's 2022 tournament, stating that teams who finish between 9th and 16th, i.e. those who are defeated in the first round of the knockout stages, earn $13 million per team. So the men got knocked out by the Netherlands, so I think that they're getting that $13 million. This means that the U.S. women's team will earn $6.5 million for the U.S. men's national team's exploits thus far in Qatar. And if they beat the Netherlands, which they didn't, that figure will increase. In contrast, the women's team earned $6 million in total for its World Cup wins for 2015 and 2019, which is $2 million for 2015 and $4 million for 2019. Check this out, guys. The 2019 Women's World Cup total prize money was $30 million, doubled from $15 million in 2015. So all the women's teams, the pot was $30 million. Meanwhile, at the Men's World Cup this year, the winner of the tournament will get $42 million, and the total prize money is $440 million, over 14 times as much as the women's edition. And why is this, guys? Because men generate more revenue. See, guys, we have this weird thing in the West, meaning like Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, United States, where we think that the West is the default culture around the world. No one else gives a crap about women's soccer. The United States is the only country that cares about women's soccer. I think that there's a law where in order to have your World Cup team played, you have to have like a female team, whatever. So most of the time, the other teams field women's teams is so that their teams can play in the men's tournament. It's an afterthought. It's a joke. And now we actually have legal theft. It's ridiculous. It continues. FIFA has always treated the Women's World Cup as an afterthought because it is, which is a big reason why equal pay deals like the one struck between the men's teams and the women's teams are so important. They put the pressure on FIFA to invest in the women's game because now the lack of resources given to the women directly impact the men too. So solidarity does truly matter. And guys, think about this language, equal pay. This is not equal pay. It's not. It continues. It's beyond time for FIFA to step up and treat women's soccer like the moneymaker we know it can be. Until then, we celebrate the wins along the way, like finally achieving true pay equality. What a joke. Guys, please tell me none of you are okay with this. And also, question for you guys too. If you were a male soccer player, would you even play knowing that half your money's going to get stolen? You know? This is going to negatively affect men's soccer because the men are supposed to get half of what the women make, but it's always going to be less. So you're giving up half of your money to get half money from someone who earns less. It's just a complete joke. Guys, leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and I dare anyone that's for this, leave a comment. I just want to see, because my listeners are going to tear you to pieces, because no one in their right mind would agree with this. All right, you guys, I'm tired of the BS. This is AJ. I'm out of here.